Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Anyway, let's do some math. Let's talk about utilities in the state of Pennsylvania. Well, basically, the utilities in Pennsylvania, you can get all utilities on the average of $600 a month, which will include electric, gas, water, sewer, trash, internet for around $600 a month. Now, that's electric, water, sewer, trash, internet, phone. Oh, the home phone. Yes, you can get home phone included in all of that for around $600 a month. Yes, that's pretty much the average, depending on usage and all of that. Okay, let's talk about a vehicle lease. I believe the Fatball Sicilian said that, my numbers on the lease were, you know, were not good, they were wrong. I don't know the vehicles that the Fatball Sicilian has, but I'll give you a 2026 lease price on a really nice vehicle. A Nissan Pathfinder 2026. They go for about $37,000 or more. It's not a high-end vehicle, but I would say that's probably in his price range of a vehicle. You can get that for around a lease for about $405 a month for the SV model. You can get a Platinum model for about $583 a month, depending on your down payment. So I don't know what he did to get his vehicles. I don't know what his down payment was. I don't know if he ever even revealed any of that. He hasn't revealed anything about his $8,000 bill. He says he needs $8,000 a month to pay his bills. Okay? He's the one that said that. He's the one that said that. He's the one that always said, donate, donate, donate. I got bills. I need $8,000 to pay my bills. I mean, it's interesting. He could say, oh, well, he put all these crazy numbers out, Yeah, I said $8,500. I was joking. You're paying electric, gas, water, sewer, trash, internet, and home phone. You're paying approximately around $600 a month and getting all of that. You may be even paying less than $600 a month. I don't know. But, I said $500 for electric. I said $500 for water. I said $500 for gas. I was joking. You said, oh, you weren't funny. Okay, I'm not funny. So what? I don't care. I thought it was funny. You pretty much lied to people. You said, I got $8,000 worth of bills. I got $8,000 worth of bills. Okay? You can look it up. You can look it up. Google, how much do people pay in utilities in the state of Pennsylvania? I posted the numbers. I posted the numbers in my post. I think it came to $587 or something. That was like a national average thing. Okay. Whatever. Was it a joke? Okay. Haha, it's a joke. You're the one. Show the proof. You got $8,000 a month in bills. Show the proof. I don't care. I really don't care about you. You can say what you want about me. Oh, he lives in a group home. He don't know anything. Okay. For real? You could say anything. Anybody could say anything. You live in the 12-room three bathroom mansion, whatever. You can say it. Who cares? You know? I know I said it. It was a joke. Ha ha. Funny. Do I live in a group home? Okay. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe I had money at one time. Maybe I had a lot of money at one time. Maybe I lost my money. Maybe I've been duped. Maybe somebody took my money. Maybe something happened bad. Maybe things happened bad in my life. You know? What have you done for anybody? Maybe I helped people. Maybe I was robbed. You know? Am I handicapped? Yeah, okay. Am I in a wheelchair? Okay. Yeah, I can't walk. Ha ha ha. It's funny. Say what you want. Am I an ugly person? Okay, is that by my choice? Whatever. Make fun of my looks. He's a monster. He's a monster. Yeah, okay. So what? I'm a monster. I scare kids at Halloween. I run around scaring kids. I scare people. Whatever. I don't lie to no one. I don't lie to people. I don't tell them I got bills that are $8,000. When my electric, water, gas, sewer, trash, phone, is $600 a month. I could lease a car. If I had the money, I could lease a 2026, Nissan Pathfinder. I could lease that for $405 a month for the SV model. I could lease a Platinum model for $583 a month. You said, oh, Shadow's car lease is over $700 a month. Okay. What kind of car does she drive that's so expensive? These are like $37,000 for the Pathfinders or whatever, 2026. You said you drive. I know you said at one time you were driving some kind of Nissan Sentra. So Nissan Sentra, it's a lot less than the 2026 Pathfinder. I know that. I'm not that dumb. I look at things on the internet. You say a lot of things. You could say my name. I was never arrested for selling crack to kids. You were. You could look up my name and say my name. So what? Say it. There's nothing bad linked to my name. My name is clean. I came from a good family. I was born in Bayonne, in New Jersey. Bayonne, I came from. Bayonne, New Jersey. Okay? My name's clean. You sold drugs, went to jail, whatever. You still talk about, oh, if I didn't get no money on this internet, I'll sell drugs. I'll sell drugs. You ruined people's lives. I never ruined anybody's life. How do you know you never sold crack to a pregnant girl? How do you know? How do you know you didn't create a crack baby by selling that crack to some pregnant girl? You say what you want to say. I don't care. I think you're a ridiculous person. I really do. Can I walk? No, I can't walk. Am I ugly? Okay. I was married once, so she didn't think I was ugly. Whatever. I had money, I had girls, I had a lot of things. Am I in a group home? Should I be embarrassed that I'm in a group home? Whatever. Somebody took what I had. Yeah, it was a woman. She took what I had. I had quite a lot. Her and her, well, never mind. Her and her family pretty much robbed me blind because it was my stupidity. But whatever. That's my burden. I have my burden to deal with. My burden. So I'm in the group home with nothing. But at least I have truth on my side. I have truth on my side. And I know I didn't sell crack to kids. I didn't go around selling crack to people. I didn't make no crack babies. I didn't sell no crack to a pregnant girl. How do you know you didn't do it? You say, well, I sold all kinds of cocaine, drugs, crack, to people. I was a big time DJ in the club in Pennsylvania. I was big time, big time. There was a lot of big time people that didn't sell drugs to people. Whatever. You can make a funny video and other people can make some kind of video. I don't care. I do not care. Does not hurt me in the least. Because I know who I am. I know what I did in my life. I know the cars I used to drive and the people I used to know. But I was dragged down. You say, oh, Tony Pizza, he could never have been dragged down to homeless level. Dude, something bad could happen to anybody in life. I had it all once. I had it all. When I came to this town, this city, I had $338,000, bro. $338 on a cashier's check. So you know what? Screw you. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. Because I don't care. Because I'm not the one lying to people. I'm not the one lying to everyone saying, well, I got $8,000 worth of bills. I can't pay my bills. Donate, 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 At the beginning, you were all right, I even sent you money. Money I didn't have, I sent to you. While you sat in that little chair in the room with, you had John Gotti in back of you. Because I thought, oh, well, here's a guy. You were going after John A. Light at the beginning. And then you changed. You changed. Whatever. It don't matter. You can make fun of me. Go ahead. I take my glasses off. Go ahead. Ugly. But I tell the truth. I'm truthful. And all that stuff, electric, gas, water, sewer, trash, internet, and home phone on the national average of the United States is about $600 a month. 600. Between 4 and 600. Google that. Between 4 and 600 a month in the state of Pennsylvania. All right. God bless everybody. Have a happy Tuesday. Positive vibes, positive energy. I'm in the group home, so I can't really talk much. Can't really say too much. I'm in my room. So I'm a loser. I'm the loser. But I don't lie. Have a great day.